Welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Bass season is now open for catch and release all year long in Wisconsin. We're going to give it a try today.
Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Just a big, beautiful fish.
Oh, is that awesome?
Holy moly!
Oh my God! It's a huge fish! It's a huge fish!
This is amazing.
What do you got?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, folks, we're on Fox Lake today in Dodge County, and this lake is well known for a lot of big largemouth bass. And Matty B, this is kind of unusual, us fishing for bass in April, and you know, we've had such a darn cold month this month. You really don't know where these fish are going to be, do you?
Yeah, what happens a lot of times, John, in early spring, when you get a week of warm weather, a lot of these game fish will move up. A lot of bass, largemouth and smallmouth move up. First cold front will kick them back out. They move in, they get a little messed up. So we're gonna have to do some deeper, some shallower, and kind of figure out where these fish are right now because the water temperature did drop in the last couple days.
Hey folks, we'll show what we're using and how we're using it, all of that coming up right after this.
I wasn't happy with the layout, the setup, the performance of the other boats that were out there. Each boat has its own little good thing and its own little bad thing. I tried to meld all of that together to make a boat that was as good as can be to satisfy everyone. We feel that Recon's better than other boats for performance, whole shot. Every boat is a custom order built specifically for the customer. Recon is priced typically much lower than the competitors and still keep the quality there and the performance there. I like to see the finished product, see it leave on a trailer ready for the water. The overall satisfaction of building a vehicle, building something people can enjoy, get out and fish in.
Hey folks, you can win this all-new 2020 Yamaha X2 XTR. This is the same machine that we use on the show. Of course, we depend on Yamaha ATVs and side-by-sides to get us where we need to go to catch fish. Now you have a chance to win this one for yourself. This XTR Edition Wolverine is ready for extreme adventure with a factory-installed Warn winch, special edition paint, color-matched wheels, and aggressive GBC Dirt Commander tires. It's really easy to enter. Find the link on our Facebook, Instagram, or website. Good luck.
What's the difference between a good net and a great net? Simple. It's all in the features. Fortis nets by Clam Outdoors are tough, safe on fish, easy to use, and a telescoping handle. Learn more about Fortis nets at clamoutdoors.com.
Hey, welcome back, folks. As I mentioned at the top of the program, doing some April largemouth bass fishing on Fox Lake. And Matty B, I tell you what, I take a look at the water here. It's real murky, kind of muddy. You starting out on rocks. Is that what we're going to do today?
Yeah, I mean, springtime, John, they love to eat crayfish, and crayfish live in rocks. So we're gonna fish a couple different rock spots. Definitely mix in some weed spots, bounce back and forth between rock and weed is my thoughts today.
Here, I got one on here. I got one on that tickle bait there, Matt.
Nice
I got one on that
Johnny.
tickle bait, buddy. This one feels pretty good. Man, I'll tell you what, it does feel pretty good.
There's good fish in here.
Well, I'll tell you what, bass fishing this time of year is fun, buddy, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
oh, yeah.
Let's see what we got here. Here he comes. Oh, he's going that way now.
With these new catch and release rules,
Ooh,
I mean.
Let's see here, buddy. Ooh, look at that.
Yeah,
there we go.
buddy.
Hey, go up front and hold that up for me,
Yep,
will you, buddy? Because I don't want you near me, okay?
Yep.
Go up there. Yeah, that's a nice way to start
Nice,
the day,
nice
isn't it?
fish, beauty. Look at the build on that fish, John.
Now show the folks what I'm using there. That's kind of an interesting deal.
Yes. So about what, 6 years ago we created the jerk minnow.
Right.
And now this is an extension of it. We have the tickle sides going down it, and that pulls a lot of vibration in the water, and it's just a totally different kind of centipede looking bait.
And I like the way you can retrieve it, you know, just a slow lift and instead of a rip, right?
Right, exactly, and it kind of glides a little slower. Nice job.
I'm really getting to like that tickle tail deal, Matt. Oh,
nice
that's two. Oh,
job.
look at this guy. What do I got here?
Oh, is that a huge pike?
Oh, look at that, a big northern pikester
Nice
there. There you go. You got to hold him up there. I'm
Yep.
sorry, buddy, but I can't move around.
All right.
And again, I'm just pulling and dropping that tickle tail jerk minnow, you know?
Yep, yep.
Now, of course, we're not fishing for pike, but you can't help what bites, you
Yeah,
know?
right. They're all feeding on the same thing. Bass, pike, walleye. I mean, obviously, first one was the largemouth, and I think we're going to get probably some more game fish because they're all mixed in.
And again, you're concentrating on shallow water this time of year on these darker lakes.
Yeah, darker lakes, shallower. They warm up faster now with the way the last week was, John, with that really cold temperature drop. We got down to the 20s. Water temperature dropped like 5 degrees, but it's sunny out. I think as the day goes on, they're going to get more active.
Folks, here's some big news. The Amsoil Fishing Report is now available at amsoil.com/MFR. This month's report deals with coronavirus and how it is affecting fishing in North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Illinois, and Ohio. There's a lot of pertinent, important news in this month's report and what you can do in the month of May. Now, Blake also has some news on the Amsoil Fishing Report.
That's right, Dad. Our viewers have the chance to win an Amsoil sweatshirt and hat signed by John Gillespie and an Amsoil $50 gift card. To enter is simple. Just go to facebook.com/GillespieFishing and like this post and tag 3 of your fishing buddies. Good luck, everyone.
Hey, way to go!
Right by the boat, Johnny.
Way to go, Matty B! Nicely done there, pal. I'll tell you what, we kind of switched gears here. You decided to move into a big weed flat type bay, huh?
Yep. Yeah, exactly. We fished a lot of rocks, caught a couple fish there, but went to a shallow, big, flat, dark bottom, which should warm up. We've seen the water temperature come up about 4 or 5 degrees. And they are lethargic. This big cold front knocked them down, but...
What do you got on there?
Yeah, so this is a vibrating jig.
Okay.
And then I got the 3.8 tickle tail swim bait on the back, and what this does is I can fish this really slow between that blade and then the swim bait, the tickle tail. It just comes through looking like a minnow that they're gonna eat.
Yeah, what's kind of neat though, you know, we always used to use spinner baits in the old days, and this is kind of a variation on a spinner bait. It's a steady retrieve, but slower.
Right, and a lot of times you don't add a trailer to a spinner bait, where this, a paddle tail, makes a huge difference. And you can put a big thumper on there, but that's better when the water's warmer. When the water's colder, this smaller, less thumping, I think makes a big difference in getting more bites.
Hey, here we go, Matty B, buddy. Whoa, that's a nice bass too, buddy.
It's a big one.
That's a beautiful bass.
Yes.
And oh, darn it all, I lost him. That was good. That was 4-pound fish.
Oh yeah.
Now I switched again. I'm using the Tickle Series grub, just reeling it real slow.
Yeah.
And I told you wanted to move, and I said, no, stay here. Let's try it. Let's keep going.
Yep.
You know, Matt, you've been the bass expert on our show for many years, and of course this year is the first time that they have instituted a year-round catch and release program for bass in the state of Wisconsin. And after opening day, you can keep bass if you want. But what's your opinion of this year-round ability to catch bass? Do you like the rule change?
John, I love it. I mean, March and April, end of March, all through April, these fish are fattening up for the spawn. They don't spawn in Wisconsin, northern or southern Wisconsin, until May. So you're not harming anything by opening up like they did, and I think it's great for the sport.
It is. It's different types of fishing, though. Everything is slower. Your techniques are different, and you're looking for warm weather trends.
Yeah, definitely want to fish the warm trends if you can. Dark bottom lakes warm up quicker. Bogs, trees, like we said, rock, anytime you can find weeds. I mean, it's tougher to find weeds in April versus when you get into May and June. So you definitely want to try to find, if you can find vegetation, most likely you're going to find bass.
And I'll tell you what, we saw a ton of bass boats out here today, so it's really catching on.
Yep.
But from a conservation standpoint, you're in favor.
100%, yeah. These fish are strong, healthy in this cold water. They're feeding like crazy. Catch them, get a quick picture, let them go, and those fish will be just fine.
The sky
We were fishing Fox Lake in Dodge County, a 1.5 hour drive from Milwaukee, 2.5 hours from Chicago, and 4 hours from Minneapolis.
It's hard to put our adventures on hold, but now is the perfect time to prepare for their return. AMSOIL has your back with fast, free shipping, and ordering has never been easier. Just look up your vehicle, select your product, add an oil change to your cart, and check out. Spend $50 on AMSOIL products and shipping is on us. Order now at AMSOIL.com.
The first thing that we're going to do today is attack panfish in the basin of a lake.
Just gives it a little extra flavor or smell.
Fishing jumbo perch in Devil's Lake, North Dakota. This is not too early to come out and catch walleyes, huh?
It's never too early.
This middle of May stuff for walleyes, it's cool.
It's a night and day difference putting the bait mate on.
This is ranked as one of the top smallmouth destinations in the world. And that bait mate does work, doesn't it?
It does.
August is a great time to come here. We're going to be targeting lake trout today. It's fall. Well, yeah, it is fall. It's really a blast coming out here muskie fishing. Catch more fish all year long with Baitmate Fish Attractant. Check it out at baitmate.com.
Over time, there's always been this game of nip and tuck with professional shallow water guides, balancing weight with power. With the new 140 G2, now I have an inline 3-cylinder that will still allow me to float in less than 10 inches of water. The bonus is I've got all the power and torque I want now, and I've got way more speed than I deserve.
Ooh, I got one, Matty B. I got one, buddy.
Nice job.
Oh, let's see here. Oh, yeah, these are fun, man. Ooh, he's going under the boat there. Oh, you got to take him up front because of the virus. I can't get near you. Hey, that was fun, man. They hit that chatterbait pretty hard, don't they? I mean, unlike the other bites I had earlier today, they whacked that pretty good.
Yeah, they do whack, and it's amazing. 40, 48, 49 degree water, when you hook one, they fight.
Now, let's be honest with the folks. We have really struggled today, haven't we?
Oh, it's been an absolute grind. Yeah, we've just been struggling to get bites.
And, you know, I mean, we had that big cold weather that we talked about earlier this week. These fish will turn on again, but we've gone literally at times today 2 hours without a bite.
Oh yeah, the cold front definitely knocked them in the mouth, and hopefully we get one good afternoon window here, but I don't know.
Yeah, I was just going to ask your advice is, you know, hey, stick it out, because that evening deal, that could be magic, right?
Yeah, we've seen the water temperature go up a couple degrees, and we kind of had a crazy wind in the morning. It's probably laid down to about 8 to 10, so hopefully with this sun we've had the last 3 hours, that something's going to happen.
Hey, Matty B, I'm catching something on every different bait today. This is on a jerk junior here, buddy.
Nice job, John.
Okay, let's see if we can get him over here. This is a little deeper water. Oh, and I got my other rod in the water there. That's not a good thing. Can you grab? Well, I don't know what we can do here.
Lift up, just lift up once.
Yeah, let's get the fish in. There we go. You get him up there in the front.
Nice walleye.
Get him up there in the front
Nice
there, buddy.
job.
A walleye.
Nice job.
Wow. Isn't that something, huh?
Yeah.
Of course, you know, we're not targeting walleyes
Right.
or pike, as I said earlier today, but isn't that a beautiful walleye?
Beautiful. Look how chunky, too. I mean, like we said earlier, they're eating all the same things in here.
Well, show the folks how he ate that jerk minnow.
Yeah, look at that. Jerk minnow junior with the 1/8 ounce Google Eye swim bait head. Look at that.
I love that Google Eye jig, you know. That's got that little bit of a clack in the water, you know, little
Absolutely,
vibration.
and the new series has a really strong hook, but yeah, that's a nice
Well,
chunky.
put that Minn Kota in spot lock. If there's walleye around, there's got to be a bass around too, huh?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's a nice fat walleye. Fox Lake got a lot of walleyes, man?
Oh yeah, it's got a decent population of them for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was a nice hit, buddy. He ripped that. You know, Matt, I get a lot of people asking me in emails and on Facebook how you put these jerk minnows on. I really like this Google Eye swim bait jig, you know, because it's got a little keep on there. And all you do is string that jerk minnow on, put your hook right through it like that, then up and through. And again, that keep. You want to put that keep right in there. And there you got it. It's pretty simple like that, but that keep actually makes these things last longer. And how do you decide what size to use? I mean, I like to go as light as possible, but how do you make that decision?
Yeah, John, two things. One, you want to make sure that bait is making contact with the bottom, so that's based on the depth and wind conditions. And then two, you want to be able to feel it. So again, that plays with the wind. If less than a 10-mile-an-hour wind in shallow water, you can get by with an 1/8. At the end of the day, the lighter you can go, usually the better erratic fall you get. But again, you want to make bottom contact, and you want to be able to feel it making bottom contact.
Ooh, got another one on back here, Matty B. I think this one might be a bass, pal.
You are on fire right now.
Oh, yeah, that's that jerk minnow, buddy. That's that jerk minnow. You know how much I love that,
Nice.
right?
Oh, you are good
Okay,
with
pal, here we go. Here we go. Whoa,
Oh, big
look,
walleye.
wait till you see this guy.
Unbelievable.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Hold him up there, Matty B. Look at that walleye.
You got tricks up your sleeve
Holy
today, John.
cow, look at how he ate that too, pal.
Wow, what a beautiful.
Did you hit spot lock?
Yeah, we're on spot lock.
Okay, cool. Boy, and where's the bait?
Gone, gone.
That's that chartreuse jerk minnow, and that's one thing we haven't talked about today. You know, you got this this kind of deal here where this water is real murky, right? So
Yeah,
that
super stained water.
So look at that.
Gone.
Wow, did he eat that, huh, pal?
That's a great combination. I mean, that white and chartreuse, and then you add the rattle of the Google eye, and it's an awesome combination. Look
Yeah,
at
isn't that a beautiful fish,
southeastern
buddy?
Wisconsin
Well, he's
walleye.
not in season, so we
Right.
gotta let him go
Yep,
there,
let him
pal.
go.
But that was fun, and boy, did he wrap that. Here, show the folks. Now, I wanted to ask you this too. The difference between using a regular jerk minnow, which is bigger, or a junior jerk minnow. I go with the juniors early in the season, right?
Yep, smaller bait. As the water gets warmer, they get more active, and then the bait grows into the fall time. Summer and fall, you step up to the full 5-inch.
And again, that Google Eye jig, and I am ripping that. And talk a little bit about that fluorocarbon leader that I'm using there, Matt.
Yep, so this is 10-pound Seagar Invis-X,
Okay.
yellow box, super strong, abrasion resistant. We're fishing rock right now, and I don't feel any nicks on this right now, and that's very important.
And then what I'm doing this year is running a little number 14, and that is an eagle claw swivel.
Yep,
and
right
that
there.
keeps you from getting tangles in your line?
Yeah, when you do a lot of rip jigging, snapping baits like that kind of have a spiral fall to them, you get a lot of line twists all the way up your line. So putting a size 12 eagle claw swivel there make a big...
Eagle claw makes great terminal tackle. And you know what, Matt? They're the only hook that is...
made in the USA.
Morning, Tom. Well, we obviously cannot meet in person, but you mentioned that you might have a great tip for our viewers for cooking at home.
Yeah, Ryan, good morning. You know, unfortunately, we can't be together. Johnsonville takes social distancing very, very seriously, so that's why we can't come together. But we've got a great tip for your viewers to make great tasting Johnsonville fresh dinner, sausage, and breakfast at home. Now, they can use the Sizzling Sausage Grill Plus. If they don't have one, they should get one. Otherwise, the oven works fantastic, and that's what I did. So this morning, I cooked fresh breakfast sausage. It's really simple. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees, put it in the oven for 16 minutes, turn it once halfway through, and that's it.
Quick question, would I be able to do that with the regular fresh, like brats or Italians?
Absolutely. Why don't you give it a try?
Hey, Tom, I made spaghetti for lunch.
Are you still in your pajamas?
No.
How did yours in the oven go?
It was actually really easy. Just preheat the oven to 350 and cook for 20 minutes. I just turned them once halfway through. Then I just cut up the sausage and I added it to my spaghetti. A super quick way to make a meal at home.
Breaking news from Fleet Farm. Check out this deal. Rogue Neoprene chest waders, normally $139, on sale for just $99.99.
The Kalen's Google Eye swim bait features a built-in glass rattle in the head that puts off awesome vibration and noise. Also features a wire keeper that locks on your favorite soft plastic paddle tail. The Kalen's Google Eye swim bait, available in 4 sizes and 4 colors.
Hey, Blake, we're heading out on Green Bay tomorrow, and the weatherman said it's supposed to be really, really rough. Just to be safe, I want to put in a higher capacity Johnson bilge pump.
Dad, you don't need all those tools to change a Johnson bilge pump. All you need is a higher capacity Johnson cartridge motor. It's that simple.
Hey Blake, that is really cool. I guess I won't need these. Johnson cartridge bilge pumps. The highest capacity, the easiest to maintain, and the easiest to install. Johnson Pump, our choice for safety and reliability.
What lies beneath can no longer hide. New Mega Imaging Plus uses high-frequency sonar to show you fish and structure up to 200 feet below your boat and 200 feet out to either side. No more secrets, no more guesswork, just a clearer picture of the world below, down to a fish's species and direction. Because more detail means more of this.
Whoa.
Only from Humminbird.
Oh, Matty B, this feels like a good one. I switched back to that chatterbait here because I was catching walleyes on the jerk minnow. I tell you what, this feels like a pretty decent fish too, buddy.
Does it?
Yes, it does. Get that clammo ready, get that clammo ready. Okay, here he comes, pal. Stay away from me, Matt. Stay away from me. Ooh, look at that.
Yes.
There you go, pal.
Nice fish.
What do you think of that?
It's a beauty.
Huh?
They're chunks.
Oh, that's a pretty fish, pal.
Yeah.
And the fish on this lake are built, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. I love it how southeastern Wisconsin has certain lakes where they just got really nice built fish. Geneva, Delavan, here, Big Green. They're just stocky, healthy fish. You can just tell they're really good fisheries.
Now on that chattertail, or with that chatterbait, you put on that swim tail, or what is
tickle tail, 3.8-inch tickle tail. And if you want to slow it down even more, you can put the 4.8 because it adds buoyancy to it.
But steady retrieve, right?
Steady retrieve, and it's funny because we got a whole bunch of perch followed in on every, they're nipping at that tail on the tickle.
It's now time to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm, John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2020 Fishing Contest.
This week's first winner is Brian Wheeler of Partyville. He caught this 15-inch perch on Devil's Lake on a drop shot. Paul Marlega of Brookfield caught this 11-inch bluegill in Racine County on a jig and waxworm. Dale Lutz of Menominee Falls caught this 31-inch rainbow trout on Lake Michigan using a jig and gulp. Daniel Kirk, known as Captain Kirk of Menasha, caught this 32-inch walleye on the Fox River on a gulp minnow. And this week's kids winners are Ashton Allen Kaplan of Green Bay caught this 31-inch walleye on Green Bay on a rogue, and Logan Resch of Wind Lake caught this 17-inch crappie on Rock Lake on a jig and waxworm.
Each week, I shop online at fleetfarm.com to check out the latest deals. Check out what I found this week. Salmo Hornet lures on sale for $5.99 and the new 2020 colors are in stock. The Kalen's Google Eye jigs are on sale, 2 for $8.
You know, one thing that's really interesting to me, folks, is this type of April fishing that Matt and I have never done for bass before. But it's interesting, all the different species that are on top of these rocks. And Matt, you know, fishermen are so used to fishing deeper water in the spring. What have we been average depth-wise today when we've been casting?
Yeah, John, on these lakes that are a little shallower, darker bottoms, most fish are going to be in that 2 to 6 foot range in April.
Yeah, well, that's interesting. I mean, we've caught walleyes, we've caught a northern, we caught the bass, obviously, that we're trying for on the rocks in shallow water. And I think, you know, when the sun beats down on those rocks, that actually warms those rocks up too, right?
Oh, yeah. When you got rocks, a lot of times there's going to be algae and stuff on those rocks. The rocks are going to be dark. They're going to absorb heat, and it's going to warm up just like anything shallow rocks along the shoreline. People's piers, docks, all that stuff. Trees in the water, warms up, and those fish will be in that shallow water.
So as far as opening day is concerned, if you're going walleye fishing in southern Wisconsin, don't be afraid to try that shallow stuff.
Oh, 2 to 6 feet of water, absolutely, in the first 2 weeks in May, for sure.
I got another one on here, Matt. I got another one on, buddy.
You
I
are
opens
the
another
man
bass,
today.
pal. I opens another bass.
You are the guy.
Okay, let's see. Whoa,
Oh,
it
yeah.
is. There we go, pal. Here he comes. Here he comes. Ooh, look at that
Nice
one,
fish,
Matty
Johnny.
B. That
Nice
is a
fish.
beautiful bass, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's get him in there. Get him in there. Yeah, hold him up for everybody, Matt. How do you like that clam net? That's a beautiful net,
Yeah,
isn't
nice.
it?
It's got a nice basket up.
Okay, look at that, pal.
Beautiful fish.
Boy, are they, I just can't believe the build on these
Yeah,
fish
the build,
here.
and they're real pale, too.
Yeah, and wow, yeah, that's because of the dark water, right? The murky water.
Yep. Puts a real pale to
I'll
them,
tell you what,
but
Matt,
beautiful
for
fish.
cold front and tough fishing today, at least we've caught something. But you know, we got to tell the folks, you know, we look forward to opening day coming up in a week or two.
Oh yeah.
Or next week or whatever. But what do you recommend for lakes for folks to try? You know, for bass fishing the month of May.
Yeah, I mean the month of May. I mean, if you want to fish clear water, I love the month of May. Big Green and Geneva, two really good deep clear lakes, and even Okauchee and Nagawicca. Those are like probably my 4 favorite clear water lakes. Murky Lakes, Fox Lake, Delavan can go either way. Pewaukee can be really good in May, and the Madison chain's phenomenal.
So we got some great bass fishing ahead of us. If we get a streak of warm weather, this is going to get
Yeah, that's the whole thing. We just came off of, we were down in the teens and 20s for what, 3 or 4 nights in a row.
Right.
So it's going to be a grind. But this next warm stretch coming up, yeah, the fish are going to trigger.
Is there any chance at all that you can catch a fish?
I am trying, but I enjoyed being your net guy today.
My
you know
clam guy.
Your net guy.
Taking a break in the fishing, you know, COVID-19, folks, has had a direct impact on all of our lives, including the sport of fishing. This week on our AMSOIL Fishing Report, we have done video interviews with experts in North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Ohio. Now, what we did with these interviews is ask these folks, are fishermen welcome to come to their communities? Are there special travel regulations in these communities? And that's what we talked about on this week's AMSOIL Fishing Report. There's a lot of helpful information on those reports as to whether you can travel to these areas. Again, that is at amsoil.com/MFR. For all the updated news on COVID-19 and the sport of fishing, again, it is amsoil.com/MFR.
The Kalin's Google Eye Swing Head features a wide base with a built-in glass rattle that puts off a lot of vibration and noise into the water. And the wide base allows it to not get snagged as much along the bottom. Check this out in 3 sizes and 3 colors.
Pete, I'm getting too old for this. So, John, you haven't heard of Brian's Custom Steps? Oh, Pete, those are awesome. How can I get a set? Yeah, I love these big no-slip platforms, and they're made right here in Wisconsin. For more information on Brian's Custom Steps, call 920-315-0333.
From the kennel to the coop, whatever the season, Fleet Farm has everything to keep your animals happy and healthy. Whether it's keeping the backyard birds well-fed season, mastering those retrieval skills season, or wondering who takes care of who season. There's a reason people say if Fleet Farm doesn't have it, you don't need it, because we have it all. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Well, that is our show for today, folks. Please join us next week. I don't know where we're going to fish yet. We will find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.
Hey, John Gillespie. Fishing man and everything done, yeah.